Hi guys, welcome back to Starbound episode 2. It's Westloar here, and we've got some exciting things going on today. Hopefully, maybe not. Let's warp down. Oh, thank goodness, it's daytime. Something that I discovered while you weren't here is this planet is flipping lethal at night. Not that it's any less lethal during the day, it seems. Everything has come to eat my face. Hopefully with somehow not so nice manoeuvring I can avoid that, as I like my face, it turns out. That was pretty badass if I do say so myself. You can have some as well. I want your meat, thank you. That was not homoerotic, shut up. Come here, meat. I'm not sure that's a bit... Is that a damaging ability? Triple hop? I don't think it did any damage. Oh, my bananas aren't ready yet. So, a few things have changed. I did a bit of work on my server between episodes. So you might notice I've got a fair amount of iron and copper now. I actually spared you the boredom of seeing me dig down through the natural caves and what have you, and went and collected myself a load of resources. So what am I going to do with them? Well, the first thing, you missed it, I got an iron bar, which is the quest, and I'm going to make an anvil. So let's go into tools. There it is, iron anvil, fantastic. Okay, that means I can start making armor and such, which will be very helpful because I'm taking a lot of damage at the moment. Okay, and that's not just it. What else are we going to build? Let's go back into our tools. Right, I want a wooden cooking table, and for that I'm going to need wood. So I'm going to have to try and venture out without that sound. Really, it's anything scary, you could just fart at me, which is essentially what is happening there. Okay, we're going to need some wood, which means we're going to have to venture out and avoid getting poisoned. Okay, that's handy. There we are. Just got to hope it doesn't fall to the right. Bonus. Might as well get a fair bit while we're here. And coal, very nice. I'd ran out of that. I need that for torches, at least for now, until I find a steady supply of it so I can get out of this poison dump. Ah, more coal, fantastic. This is going well. Bring it. Oh, you actually do something. Well, that's novel. And copper. I'm kind of glad I left the house now. Story of my life. Right. Okay. Oh, that's in the way, that's why. I also reorganised my hotbar because it was annoying me. Is there anything decent down here? Nope. I'm not actually going to be picking up the plant fibre you see above me there. I've got like literally 100 of it now. I picked up a lot while I was mining. So we'll pick up this copper and the coal, and then we'll head back and make my cooking table. A big reason for picking up the copper is I want some form of protection, which I currently don't have any of. And that's why I'm taking such exorbitant amounts of damage, which is kind of subpar in my opinion. And some iron. Awesome. It is a good day. I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but as soon as you can, build yourself a stone pickaxe. Otherwise, you'll end up doing this, which is kind of, again, subpar. This takes a while. It takes a very long time. Yeah, we don't like that. Don't do that. Get yourself a pickaxe. Very, very useful item. And it lasts for a surprising amount of time, given how readily available cobble is. It's certainly not the fastest, and that's the trade-off you get there. But unlike Minecraft and other things, you'll be able to mine with this until the cows come home. And I haven't seen any cows, so that should give you an idea of the length and durability of a stone pickaxe. Oh, I didn't do that. Why did I switch to that? That was interesting. Although I will use my bow, see if I can get myself some meat. Oh, I missed him. And I missed him again. This is going very well. I will hit him. There we go. Bow is a very granular weapon on this. Either that or the hitboxes are much smaller than they ever were on Terraria. I know it's not necessarily fair to compare this to Terraria, but it is very similar and it's made by the same developers, so got to expect some of that really. Also, I made a butt ton of bandages and I've got capacity to make a lot more. Well then, let's make this cooking table. Oh, I need to turn those into planks, don't I? I have a fair few of those. Alright then. Now, interestingly, I didn't actually make this on my last playthrough. So, I don't really know how to use it, how it works. I just know that I've got wheat and I can't just eat wheat. So, let's see if we can make some bread. I can make bread. Oh, that's really easy to make. Awesome. And am I hungry? Yes. How much hunger does this? Wow, that's pretty awesome. And it seems that it heals me as well. There is a reason to cook. Okay, brilliant. Right, so got myself my cooking table. Can I make any armor? Ooh, I can make a weapon. What's this looking like? Damage processing 3 bit. Ah, it's almost double the DPS. That's very handy. I'm not sure I want to be wasting it on that quite yet. Okay then, let's have a look. Right, I think I'm going to want to make the copper helmet purely because it will help me recharge this bar fast enough. And they use this bar when you're using your bow and such. You won't really notice it when you're using the wooden bow, but when you upgrade to a steel bow, you certainly will. And you get maybe 3 or 4 shots off before you then have to wait for that to recharge. So having a higher recharge rate for that is certainly very helpful. Okay, well that's not much armour. Now I've used most of my copper there, but I will smelt some more while I'm here. Ah, I've already got some iron left in there. Let's smelt that. And we'll smelt that copper down. Now, unlike most games, every ore here will take at least... Sorry, every bar here takes at least 2 of its constituent ore. So that's not great, but hey, that's how it is. So I am going to be wanting a better weapon some point soon. Certainly don't have the iron for it at the moment. But let's go explore the caves that I've dug out. Okay, here we go. In the hopes of finding a lot more iron. Now, this caving process was much slower than it was on my last playthrough. Because, once again, yes, we are playing in a world with poison water. Which you have to dig around. You can't just dig through it and hold your breath. It hurts a lot. You will die quickly. So that was very frustrating. Very, very frustrating indeed. But then something wonderful happened. Absolutely, beautifully wonderful. And I will show you now. Look! It's not poison! I can jump in it. I should have bought my trunks. Look! Look! It's wonderful. There we are. Let's get some pixels. And I didn't craft any torches, but luckily I don't need a crafting table for that. So that's 10 torches, and let's put them back in my hotbar. Now I don't need my matter manipulator anymore. Okay, well at least not on my hotbar. Ooh, gold and silver and a bit of copper. And a fish. Kill the fish. Oh, hello. That does not look friendly. Not one little bit. I don't know why the music didn't play till just then. It certainly wasn't looking at me with its come to bed eyes. Or at least if it was, they were aggressive come to bed eyes, which I suppose is even worse than it not being nice. Right, let's just build a small platform here. That's something that's really nice about this as opposed to Terraria, is you can, if there is a background wall, you can just automatically build on it in the foreground. That saves a lot of hassle. A lot of hassle. Now gold is nice at the moment. I will be needing that to make my distress beacon, which is my next quest. I'll show you that in just a second. But for now I really want to be getting myself some copper and iron. Those are the things are fairly available at the moment, and those are the things I'll be making my armor and weapons out of. Now, you can't just build iron armor in this game. Armor, sorry, is tiered. So if I wanted to build iron armor, I'd first have to build the copper version and then upgrade it with iron, which is kind of nice. It does stop you just jumping tiers, and it certainly adds a bit of a vertical element to the tiers rather than just being excellent side grades. It certainly is a tiered system, which I like. As much as, you know, sometimes it is nice to make quick progress and what have you. Just being able to jump ahead a bit kind of ruins the game flow a little bit. Alright, so let's get this gold. And you can see now why I decided to do a lot of the mining off camera, as it is a fairly slow process. But I did want to show you guys the underground caves and what have you, because they can be fairly extensive and you can get some nice loot and things down here as well. So what I'm really hoping to find, as I say, oh, I did not want to do that, and I found some iron. Which also means, because of its placement, I get to drown things by mining it. It's never a bad thing, if you're sadistic like me. Okay, let's get those pixels. And I'm going to pre-light this cavern down here for when the water drops down. Ah, wow, that's a whole ton of iron. Oh, hello. Shit, I'm going to die. How aren't I dead? I don't really know what happened there. I'm glad that I'm not a pancake. That tends to be a good thing. I think I must have disturbed the gravel. Now, I've seen gravel before, but never just as a gravel shelf, if you like, so it must be very, very unstable. The problem with being this low is I think these enemies are going to be very, very tough compared to what I'm used to. Which is not great to start with, because I have very low armor, but it's... Oh, okay, he didn't hit that hard at all. Right, I'll grab this while I'm here, but I really want to make my way back to the top, especially as my heat level is getting low. I don't want to set a campfire up down here quite yet. Although that might not be such a bad idea, because this seems to be a fairly large cave system, and I could use this as my hub for exploring it. So I'll mine this iron and I'll set up a campfire down here. Also, it means I can start cooking food down here, so I don't have to spend so much time going back up, cook food, come back down. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And then I will build my way back up to get myself that iron as well. Okay. I mean, the main reason at the moment that I want to be getting these things is purely so I can go and reliably explore the overworld and find some loot that way, as the best kind of loot seems to come from the chest that you can discover. That's, I mean, I got an awesome weapon in my last playthrough that was not only a hammer but shot poison skulls at a fairly large range as well, so it just decimated pretty much everything. Am I hungry? Not really. Bonus. So yeah, I want to be getting myself a decent weapon and some decent armor, at least to tide me over while I go and explore the overworld. Hopefully there'll be some science labs, some abandoned labs on here somewhere. I'm really hoping there aren't any of the mechanoid bounty hunter type people. I cannot remember the name of them, because they are tough as nails without armor or weapons. That would pretty much scupper me there. Right then, let's see if I can't find my way back up. No, because I've built that too high like a muppet. I'm still kind of baffled at the small amount of falling damage that I took there. I know falling damage isn't as big a thing in this game as it is in others, but from experience I really should have died there. Okay, well, I didn't fall too far then. Oh, look at that. That was certainly a jump in the dark. Now, Where did all of my iron go? That's what I want to know. If that iron has like vanished through some kind of glitch or something, I'm not going to be happy. That was a whole ton of iron. Okay, well, I can see some more there, but there was certainly more up here. I've got to be careful here I don't bury myself in sand, which is this stuff here, fine sand, which acts much like it does in the Terraria. Oh shit, that is a huge column of gravel. But as you can see, it's a little more realistic. There's a little bit more physics to it. They tend to act as spheres rather than blocks. So they will roll and fill up spaces, much like liquid would in the real world. So that is nice. Let's grab this. I see a bit more up there as well. Okay, and there's some copper up there. Nice. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mine this lot off camera. It's going to take me a while to get all the way up there. And I'm not going to pass up the opportunity to get this ore. So, I should be back very shortly. If I do have any other major, huge mishaps, I will keep running the camera. And I'll make sure to show you how badly I screwed up. So, I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay guys, so I managed to get the copper up there. I managed to bump into a huge vein of coal and iron as well while I was at it, which was nice. But I've brought you back in because I've just found my first chest and I haven't opened it yet. So I thought I'd do that on camera. Oh, that's a little underwhelming, I'm not going to lie, but it's nice to have the ore. So I just found this by accident. Actually, I'm not going to leave that there. I can quite easily just mine that up and I can have that for my base upstairs. So I should have enough resources now. Let's have a quick look. I found myself 56 iron there, another 20 copper, 28 coal and 17 gold. So that's enough to head back up for now because I want to explore the overworld. So I'll be back in just, oh gosh. Okay, this will be interesting. Let's kill these guys. Maybe. Oh, I didn't really want to hit him yet. Okay, good job, Ash. This is going well. Ow. Oh, I really should have healed up before I started this fight. There we are, that's better. Oh, I need another one. Yeah, I go through a lot of badges, especially early game. Okay, so there are a couple of attacks that are really, really nasty that I found from mobs. Charge isn't one of them. Body slam's fairly nasty because that tends to be able to hurt you no matter how the monster touches you. But charge is very, very easy to dodge. You can just jump that. And they tend to stand still a little bit while they power up their charge as well, so you tend to be able to get some free swings in. So that's real nice. Okay then, I'll see you back at base. Okay, so I made it back in one piece. And let's smelt up this iron. Let's see if my bananas are ready. Or do I have to chop them down? Maybe they are actually ready. But I need to chop down the trees. Let's find it out. While I do that, let's expand my farm a little bit. As I've discovered that bread is awesome, so I'm going to want lots of that. That means more wheat. Okay, I don't have space. Okay, let's see if I'm right. Nope, must just not be ready. Okay. Let's make some more bread. Ah, 28. Nice, so I've got 33 blocks of iron now. Let's smelt that and place a chest down as well. Now, I really like the inventory in this game. It is very, very generous. And it means that you can actually, you know, go spelunking around and you're not coming back every 10 or so minutes to dump all of your ores and stuff back in your chest. So it's really nice, and it's nice that it's organised into 2 tabs as well. So I'm very impressed with that, and it's very generous, and I love it. Alright, let's put this down. Now, of course, this would be far more important if I were playing hard mode and I lost items on death, because then I'd be certainly storing all of my important stuff like my metal and what have you in that when I went adventuring. But I don't need to do that. It's nice not to have that worry, to be honest. Right then, let's have a look at my anvil. What can I make? Ooh, wonderful. Lots of items. And I can make my copper greaves, so I'm going to make those as well. Get some more armor. And I can make the defector's pants. I don't want to do that yet. The basic shield, though, I do want to craft. The shield is awesome. It doesn't work how you would expect, though. Let's just have a quick look at some of these weapons. So that's 9 DPS, 6, 6, 6, 9. Swing speed of 1.11, 1.25. Hunting knife, that's 10 DPS, 1.92. I think 10 DPS is probably as good as I'm going to get. So let's make a hunting knife. What's that going to take? No, 30 pixels and 10 iron bars. That's not too bad at all. So let's make that as well. So let's see, what have I got myself? Well, I've got my iron greaves, which I'll equip now. So I've got armor rating of 4 now. Got my hunting knife, so again I will equip that in place of my broken riot sword. And I'll be putting my shield there, so let's shift everything over one. Now the shield, you don't actually hold it, regardless of whether you're holding a one-handed weapon or a two-handed weapon. You don't actually hold that as armor. You have to select it as an item and then left click to use it. What it does is it blocks almost all damage. Most of the time you'll only take 1 damage, and that's from projectiles, charges, body slams, everything. And some attacks it will just outright block as well. So it's very, very nice. When you don't have much armor especially, you can use that to negate a lot of the attack. So it's very, very good, and I often build it as soon as I can. Right then, so it's been a very productive day. I've managed to get myself a couple of bits of armor, shield, a nice weapon, which of course I'm obliged to go and chest out now. Let's see how good this thing is. Okay, so it hasn't got much of a radius. I have to pretty much hit stuff that's right in front of me, but it does do a whole ton of damage, so I'm happy with that. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm happy with that. We got our cooking table set up, we got our anvil set up as well, and I managed to get myself a chest. So we're looking pretty good at the moment. And next episode, I'll probably get myself a little bit of food before next time, possibly a little bit more armor, and we will go exploring the overworld. This has been Westloar playing Starbound. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more.